Hi,
Hello.
how was your day?
Yes, it's good. How about you?
Good, good. Just had dinner and yeah, basically I'm just getting ready for bed at this point. Not yet, but soon.
Okay. Firstly, I'm happy to meet by online conversation to you.
Me too.
Okay, and first of all, I want to introduce myself
Hmm,
because previous videos I had already know your some information.
yep.
Okay, let's start. My name is Bayarbat. I'm a army officer, and I graduated from military university of Mongolia in 2007.
Hmm.
As on the other hand, I have been serving in the army almost 16 years.
Wow.
Yes, and of course, I live with my family. I have three kids. My daughter name is Xilin. She's very beautiful, and she's hobby is singing and dancing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. I have a
Also,
cousin that
I
has the
have
same name as well. I have a cousin that's the same name.
ah, and I have two boys.
Hmm. How old are they?
They're in schools. My middle boy is 9 years old, and young boy is 5 years old. He is goes to kindergarten.
Ah, yeah. Yep.
Yes, in this speech, I want to talk about some military field and the Mongolian young generation
Ah, okay, okay.
because I have several questions related to these fields.
Hmm.
It's that first one is please tell me about your future uh, major goal
Okay.
and your what's your future passion.
Okay. Yep. Um, some like a big future goal for me, I guess, would be to finish university. First of all, that's just one of the biggest things I have to finish right now, is to finish university, but also build like some kind of foundation so I am able to start a business when I finish university. So I'll basically just keep on going with like a business instantly when I finish my university. That's one of the biggest things I want to set up while I'm graduating
Mm,
university. Passion-wise, I'm still trying to figure that out myself. I don't really know what I want to do for like the rest of my life is. It's gonna be definitely to do something with business. Business is just like a major part of our family, and it's just something that I kind of am interested in partially as well. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what my genuine like one passion is, but I definitely have time to do that right now.
Thank you. Is this especially what kind of business?
Um, Most likely online business. That's basically kind of the field because that my mom's really into it and I feel like I'll be able to learn a lot from her and then carry on even further as time goes on.
Yes, of course, I agree with you. Online business is nowadays uh, everything feels is a major
Hmm.
business, I think.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Next question is, what do you think about Mongolian young generation, especially education and spend to free time and
Yeah.
hobbies?
So I can't really comment on the youth or people my age because I haven't been to Mongolia in the last like 7 years. Like it's just like I haven't really fully like been surrounded by the environment. I've been to Mongolia to visit and stuff, but I've never been really surrounded by people of my age really. But the basically I was there. I was in Mongolia until my fifth grade in school, and comparing my fifth grade like kind of fundamental or like the values they had then, if they haven't changed since then, the biggest thing that I would say is that there's a lack of freedom in their education. I feel like every kid is just meant to do these certain these sciences and then like English basically. Like there's certain subjects they all have to do, and they don't really have a lot of choice in the matter. I don't know if it's the same like this now, but it was like that when I was like a kid basically. I saw my brother fully finish school in Mongolia, so from his experience, I can tell that he didn't really get a lot of choice. In here, there's a lot you can do, and you can basically choose what subjects you're interested in, and basically get enough and there's enough resources to actually let you take the subjects you want. And I think that kind of ability to like let students take in like like let students have more choices and more freedom really lets them grow a lot further than being forced to do a certain subject, I feel like.
Okay, I have understood in your speech. Uh, Education freedom is very useful
Mm.
in this around young generations. And what do you think about advantages of Mongolian young boys and girls?
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
different from foreign young generations.
Oh, yeah. The biggest thing is it builds a lot of ability to hard work. Like a lot of people who are from that kind of education system are really used to hard work basically, because what it does is you're like when you've been pushed so much and when you've been put under so much pressure from your teachers or your family like that, you build a lot of like a mental toughness. And I think that's something that I really realized recently. That's the one thing they kind of lack here. When students are put under a certain amount of pressure, they stop functioning that well. But I've realized that people who come from like an Asian or like a Mongolian type of education system where they're forced to do really well on tests and they're competing against each other, they're completely fine when the pressure's on, which is like when they're in exams, or like during like high pressure assessments and just stuff like that, they do really well. And that's one of the things that I feel like that's one of my biggest advantages here is that I'm used to competing with kids and like for like higher grades or higher performances. So when I'm here at school, when like I don't know, I like compete with the people, they kind of like don't perform as well as me, and that's one of my biggest advantages I feel like. And that's the biggest advantage anyone would have if they're from that Mongolian like education system.
Okay, thank you. And my next question is, please tell me about Mongolia. Young generations, there I spend the free time and hobbies. What do you think about?
Okay, so again, like I don't really know what I feel like it's not just like a Mongolian thing. I think all of us, like all people that are my age who are young, are really like on that social media and all of that stuff. And again, like I can't say that I'm perfect and say, oh, I don't really go on it or anything like that because I do because I'm still a teenager. But there's definitely certain advantages because of the ability to be on social media all the time because people learn things very quickly. There's so much resources online for younger kids to learn whatever they want these days. On the internet, like you can literally search up a course or like how to do in certain steps on anything you want to do. You want to make a website, there's already a guide for it. You want to learn how to invest and you want to learn to get into stock market trading or anything like that, you can do it as well. You want to like jump higher because you want to play basketball, there's that as well. There's so much information out in there in the world that like you can just about do anything. And I think that's the biggest thing that's not just for Mongolians, but just for the entire world of teenagers. But the biggest problem that if you're a Mongolianist, you need to learn English. Because not having the English to basically understand all these things is going to be really rough. And it's going to one of the biggest thing that puts us behind, I feel like.
Okay, like that situation depend on social media and like Z generation. Did you get me?
Can you say it again?
Mongolian young generation is like Z generation. The situation is same too, and social media is measure defend. There are some free time. Is it right?
Are you saying like that social media is like taking out a lot of their free time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely, 100%. Like,
Okay, that's it. I want to ask your last questions.
Yeah.
It's please tell me about your knowledge of military field, especially Mongolian and any countries.
I really don't have any knowledge of that because it's just not something that it's not an environment that I was part of. I have like some people, some of my friends that are from here who are wanting to go into the Air Force in New Zealand. So I have some friends that are doing that. But other than that, I have zero experience or knowledge with like military or even Mongolian military or anything like that.
Okay, Air Force. Air Force is uh, very useful and helpful field. Such a nowadays military war and fights and I start first time start to military Air Force. It's local wars and now the local wars. Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just really like don't have any knowledge about it, so I can't really talk about it. Do you have any more? Do you have any
You
more
can
questions?
you should read some about military subjects. It's very interesting for you, I think.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. Do you have any more questions?
Yes, no. That's it, my questions.
Okay.
Thanks for answering me.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for having the interview.
Okay,
And bye.
have a good see you next time.